Hello everyone and welcome. This is Swag, and today we're gonna look at being an astute. We're gonna define an astute and look into ways how an astute works. The operation of an astute. Before I continue, let's define an astute. Who is an astute? An astute is somebody who has an ability to accurately assess situations or people. Underline assess situations or people and turn the situations or those people to his or her own advantage. So an astute has an ability. That is one. He's able. An ability. He's able. She is able. She can. I can. You can. An ability to accurately, listen to that, accurately access a situation, a person, and turn that person or situation into his or her own advantage. So, she is advantageous in nature. So, an astute is somebody who is cunning in his own ways. He has his own cunning ways. Say cunning. He is sly. And who is a sly person? It's somebody who is cunning too and acts like a fox. Foxy. He's very cunning. You cannot tell his ways, his moves. He's very smart, very slicky, a slicky, sly person. And wily too. Those are all the definitions of an astute. So, this slick person, operates, underline operates, impressively, underline impressive, impressively, effortlessly. He does not use any force. He uses effortlessly and impressive, efficient, smooth way in his or her dealings, and no one can notice. So, he's very crafty. And you know what? Such people, they don't care. They are winners. They operate in a win-win situation. Win-win situation. So, because of them being so cunning and crafty and very slick, nobody notices what they are doing, what I'm doing, what she's doing, what you're doing, because of our own cunning method of operation. And because of their shrewdness, deep down them, they know what they are doing. To the world knows nothing. And that is how we operate. That is how most people, those who are cunning, operate. So an astute takes an advantage of a situation to benefit him or herself or his company. He is advantageous in nature. He benefits from others' agonizing situations, others' predicaments, and they don't care. Astutes don't care at all. Astutes assume everything is okay. To them, to the world, to the outside, everything is well. Everything is going on smoothly, and nobody can detect this. Nobody can realize this. Mentally, in their capability, in their mentality, in their capable self, astutes are very smart. Underline smart. Sharp. Underline sharp. Clever in nature. Underline clever. And very, very keen in nature. Keen observers. They're very observant because they have to observe a situation and analyze the situation and start planning on how to hit or strike the deal. How they're gonna play their cards, and they play their cards well in a way that you never realize. They are only one who knows how the game goes. They know the game rules. They know the kings and queens of the game, and they know when to strike the deal, when to hide the card, and when to produce the card. They don't care. All they care is about self. And to the world, it's all about us, not him. That is where things go contrary. They contradict each other until something happens. So we have said mentally, in their capable self, in their mental self, in their thinking, they're very sharp, clever, and intelligent. Very intelligent. They can confuse you with something very literal, and you hold on to it that is the way things are. But nowadays they are saying, ground things are different. And that's how things go. When sometimes things are looked into a wider perspective, things are different. So, most astutes are found in businesses. We can say an astute soldier, businessman, businesswoman, business entity, because they are those business entities that take an advantage of another company to benefit self. That's not something new. It's something that happens every now and then. We hear this and that. This company did this to this. This company did this to this. This company paid these people to say this thing. The manufacturer was fake. It is counterfeit goods. It happens. Astutes are all over, especially in business. So they are capable of analyzing a situation, and they are very accurate in their steps, in their measures they take, and they are able to analyze those situations or the people involved or the partisans to the party, to the story, to the whole issue, to the whole process, And they utilize that moment. They utilize that situation. They utilize that time to hit or strike a deal and make money and be advantageous over the situation without caring or they don't care, they don't mind. To them, deep down them, it's all about me. To the world, it's all about us. Contradictions. So, we have seen who is an astute. We said it's somebody who is sly, crafty, slicky, wily, cunning, clever, my goodness, sharp, intelligent, and an astute observer is the worst because he sits every single day somewhere waiting and striking the deal. We are hitting these targets. Oh my goodness, he's counting the meter. Where are we now? Oh, we need to do this. We need to do better. We need to go ahead. We need to strike more deals. Come on, people on the ground. Are we doing better? And he can put a lot of charge. It's like current, like the way you can charge a current, to strike around, It's like lightning and thunder. So he's seated somewhere at the meter watching. Are we doing well? Where are we going wrong? And again goes back to crafting. So remember, he's crafty. He goes back again to the drawing board. I want to overcome that other person. And I want to take that advantage that where did that person fail? Oh, he failed in this. So I'm gonna make mine into a way that everybody will see mine is gonna work. My strategy is gonna work. My reasoning is gonna work. And my approach is gonna work. My strategies are simply the best. So, an astute is always working in a win-win situation. There is no win-lose situation or lose-lose situation. He or she operates, whether it's a company or not, they operate in a win-win situation. And they recruit. Don't forget they are good recruiters. They recruit people. They recruit hitmen. They recruit just to malign others in order for them to win, because they operate in a win-win situation. Those are astutes. So today I said I'm gonna look an astute into a deeper level, because we have a tendency of saying that man is shrewd, that man is crooked, that man is, you know what I mean. But today we're gonna look into deeper meaning of an astute, the definition and the way an astute works. So remember, this astute reads other people's minds, situations, and strategizes on how to do business, how to strike that deal. So how does this shrewd, astute, slicky, wily, foxy, intelligent, shrewd person work? First, he strategizes. This business strategizes. They come up with a plan. They come up with the strategies. We're gonna do this. They failed in this. This other company reached at this level. So where did they miss a point? Where did they fail? So after that, they sit down. They can sit down overnight. They burn oil, trying to come up with strategies to help them strike a deal. So after that, after strategizing, then they go to the next step, the next move. And the next move is to read the minds of the people. Read the mind of that person they're gonna approach. Read the minds of the other business. After that, they sit down and analyze again what they read, the feedback they got, the impression they got, the perception they got. They come down again and sit, strategize on the same. Then they make the next move. So underline, they strategize because they have to make sure they have strategies. They assess the situation. They make that second move. Then they come and analyze the situation. Are we hitting the ball? Are we hitting the jackpot? Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna strike the deal? Are we gonna be successful? They add 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fifth, they know if we do this, we will hit the nail on the head. If we do this, we will hit the jackpot. Now, they have read they have strategized, they have read the minds of the other company, other party, other person, and now they assess the situation. How do we approach the other party, the other company, the other rival? How are we gonna do it? Again, they sit back and analyze again the same situation, and now they come up with the bullets. What bullets are we gonna use? Are we gonna use teasers? Are we gonna use live bullets? Are we gonna use live bullets? Or are we gonna use machetes? Or are we gonna use just a word of mouth to operate? So those are called operational strategies, operational gadgets, operational machines, operational equipment. We are defining an astute in deeper length. I am looking at an astute in a deeper length because the world tonight, the world today is full of astutes. I being one, you being one, the other being one, company one being one, company two being one, all of us being inclusive. We are inclusive, and I am talking in inclusivity. I'm not alienating anyone. I'm not omitting anyone, even me. We are all astutes. After that, remember I said this person is cunning, crafty, sly, artful, very intelligent, is able to notice. In this access situation, they are able to notice the weak points. They're analyzing. Those are strategies. The weak point, the strong points of their opponents, and the opportunities and the threats to their strategies. They come back again, sit down, and start analyzing the access strategy and the operational strategy. Then they know. So, strength-wise, these people are strong on this way. Weak-wise, they are weak on this point. So they operate on the weak points and the opportunity. And they maximize on threats, knowing how to tackle the threats. Again, they strategize again. So after again strategizing on all the strengths, the weakness, the opportunities, the threats involved into their shrewdness or into their craftiness, They go back again to the strategizing mechanism. And now they analyze the situation again. So they plan ahead. They plan ahead of time. They plan ahead of the situation. They utilize all the information they have gathered, all the strategies they have crafted, all their shrewd methodology after researching on the situation, the methodology to use to hit the targets. So they analyze the mind of everybody involved. Remember, I said inclusive. All of us, we do that. So after reading the minds of the target person, the target company, the situation, the target situation, the weak point, the strong point, the opportunity they can take to win. Remember, they operate in a win-win situation, and the threats involved in their strategy. Now they take another step. The course of action. They strike a deal in themselves, not with the other party. They might decide to strike a deal by just visiting, abrupt visit. You know, when you are caught unaware, you can defend yourself very fast. You can be overwhelmed by the situation. You can be excited by the situation and anything, because remember, it's an abrupt check. You know, it's like when you're working and your boss just finds you abruptly misbehaving, you will not working. It is either you'll be nervous, excited, and get excuses. You know, it is the same case with the situation some people find themselves in because they were just nabbed. They strategize. The astute strategizer. They have no hurry. They watch. They sit at the meter. Remember, I said they sit at the meter. Counting 1, 2, 3, we hit it. And they say, oh yeah, we almost lost. Because they want to win. They operate in a win-win situation. To them, the end justifies the means, but not the mean justifying the end. No, they can operate in either the end to justify the mean, or the mean to justify the end. We are winners. Yay, hooray! We are the winners. Gosh, that is how astutes operate. They don't care. They operate in a win-win situation. So after they strike a deal, or they just nub, or just operate in a striking method, just appearing abruptly, non-invited, pop. Then they sit down to do the realization from the parties involved, from the situation involved. And in realization, I'm saying they sit down before they strike and say, have we realized our goal? Do we have a target? Do we have a strategy? Are we equipped to strike the strategy? No, not the strategy, to strike the deal. Are we ready for the deal? Are we ready to hit? Are we ready for the situation? Are we ready? Are we gonna win? Are we gonna have a profit? Because most of them are profit oriented. Remember, they are shrewd, they are cunning, they are astute. They take an advantage of a situation. So these are the people who sit down and wait for somebody to start something, and when that somebody fails, they strategize on how to maximize on his failure, to make profit, to benefit. Instead of offering help, they are ready for your downfall. They are ready to benefit in your situation. They are ready to benefit from your failures. They are ready to benefit through your situation, but they are not ready to help. They are not ready to chip in. They are sly, very slick. You cannot know their intentions. You cannot know their intentions. And they have a very a backup. If this fails, they go for this. If this comes up, they have a backup. People who can help in the battle. Other companies who can chip in to argue in favor of. That is how astutes operate. I'm looking at an astute in a deeper level today. They don't give up. They can strike at the same place once, twice, thrice until they accomplish their mission. They accomplish their goal. They accomplish their thinking. They're very clever, crafty, astute thinkers, astute observers. They turn situations to make money and to fit themselves, nobody else. Most businesses operate that way. These are the people who will never sit down and come up with their own ideas. They steal ideas. They're ready to copyright. They don't care. Yeah, they don't. Because they are advantageous in nature, they take advantage of a situation. They benefit with other people's artistic or crafted messages, started businesses that stalled. Instead of helping you and asking you, how can we help? Is there any help that you need from us that we can help you in order to boost your business? They will make sure your business goes down to the ground so that they can pick it up and prosper. It's all about them. I'm not going to call them narcissists. No, they're just astute, advantageous in nature, shrewd in nature, cunning, very, very cunning. So remember, I told you to underline they have the ability. So they are capable to notice, to understand things very clearly. They don't just strike. They have to understand the situation very clearly. They notice there is a situation, there is a need somewhere, there is a gap somewhere. And they try to strategize on the way to fill the gap, the way to win. It's a win-win situation. So sometimes most astutes, they get credit that does not belong to them. They earn credit in lieu of the person who started that project, the person who started that issue, the person who is faced by that situation. Them, they don't care. So they work in a very smooth, efficient way, in a way that nobody can notice their shrewdness in it, their cunningness in it, their artful craftiness in it. That's how they operate, because they have to access. That's their nature. They sit down to watch and play, watch and pray, then play, then strike and hit the jackpot, and they win. Mostly they don't lose, but when they lose it for it and for all and forever. They don't pick it up. They don't pick pieces up. They fall flat onto their tummy. That's what happens in business or in life. Most of them work in a shrewd manner. They are astute. I think I've tackled a little about being an astute. And in life, in real life, you can count 1, 2, 3 astutes, 1, 2, 3 business that worked under astute cunningness. That is life, and there is nothing we can do about it. An astute will always be there. An astute works and operates in a way that you cannot measure, in a way that you cannot, in a way that nobody else can tell. What is his motive? What is behind his mental thinking? What is behind his mind? What is behind his actions, her actions? Nobody can tell until things go haywire. That is when you know, so and so was selling drugs in the name of this. So and so was having backstreet businesses, bad businesses behind an action. But deep down, you will never know, because they are very secretive. They operate in secrets. They are very cunning. They are very clever. They are very sharp. They are very intelligent. They can even act like intelligent officers, CID, criminal investigators. They are very investigative. They don't just hit. They have to investigate, analyze the situation. They plan ahead, they strategize, they take steps, and once their goals are realized, they move to the next step. Every single moment, they grow into maturity. They mature in their wickedness. They mature in their strategies. They mature in their cunningness. They mature in their shrewdness. And they mature in their tricky situations, in their tricky conditions, in their tricky plans, in their tricky dealings. They mature every single day. So to them, sometimes they don't involve other parties. They work as a rogue. You know the way we say a rogue buffalo. And when you see such people operating singly, operating on their own, it's all about them. They are rogue. You know rogue? Rogue. So they operate in a roguish manner, foxy manner. They are very, very dangerous to handle with, to deal with. We used to learn, or we used to hear, I think it's still there, that you don't joke with a rogue buffalo. It's gonna kill you. Yes, you cannot joke with a rogue buffalo. In the wilderness, you just find a rogue buffalo roaming here and there. It's gonna moo you. It's gonna kill you. It's not gonna leave you alone. It's gonna catch up with you. You cannot operate with such people. They are very hard to deal with. They are very proud businesses. Yeah, trust me, they are. And they're very smart in thinking, in their dealings, in their movements, swift, effective, very smooth. Nobody can click. Nobody can tell there is something stingy behind the whole situation. They work in a rogue manner. They don't corroborate. They do not consult. Because to them, when they consult somebody, and mark you, these rogue people, these astutes, they like you share your idea with them, then they utilize the idea you shared with them, the predicament you shared with them, the help you needed, and they use it to benefit themselves. They use it to make value. They use it to make money. They use it to enrich themselves. They benefit themselves. And they work in a rogue manner. They try to work in a company like partnership. It does not last a week, a month before they part ways. Those are astutes. They're very smart and they work on their own. They do not consult. You cannot consult them. They have no time for you. Them is just them, their equipment, their way of thinking, their way of working, and their way of making money. Period. Very cunning. To them, they know the hidden agenda. To the world, everything is okay. That is how astutes operate. So, with that few remarks, let's meet another day and see whether we can look in some of the situations that we have seen that operate. Even politically, we have astutes, business astutes, homes astutes, friendship astutes. They are all over. Yes, they are all over. And I'm done. Remember, summing up, an astute is cunning, clever, intelligent, sly, very slick. You'll not see a cunning business astute that is just like that. Forgot that. Nah, they're very smart from the head to toe, from their thinking to their operational methods. So, and they have an ability to notice, understand clearly things the way they are, and they operate in a smooth, efficient, and impressive manner. From me to you, peace and bye-bye. Let's meet another time, another day, for another moment of defining an astute and looking more deeper into their operational method. I hope this has helped one person out there to understand situation. From us a swag. Bye bye.